So I'm back to tell y'all how when I had my oldest son, in the beginning, like his first 10 minutes on earth, I didn't believe that he was my child. So I don't know if any other parent or any other mom like had this feeling. And I'm laughing because for real, low key, high key, it's really messed up. But I remember being I got pregnant at a young age. I got pregnant at 17 or whatever. So I had him when I was 18. So we in the hospital. My labor went entirely too fast. I had him early. I slipped and fell the night before, and my amniotic fluid was leaking slowly, and I just didn't know because that night when I went to the hospital, of course they hooked me up, they monitored him, and they told me everything was fine. They sent me home. I already had a doctor's appointment the next morning, so I just went to the doctor. And then when I got there, the doctor said, well, you have to deliver within the next 24 hours or you're going to have a dry birth and we're going to have to give you a C-section because of all the complications that can happen with having a dry birth. So I go to the hospital, straight to the hospital. The doctor wasn't even going to let me. Well, I didn't go straight to the hospital because he was telling me to go straight to the hospital, but I ain't had no baby bag, no extra clothes, no nothing. So he was like, you got to promise me that you're going to go to the hospital. And I was like, I promise. So I went straight home, grabbed my stuff, and went straight to the hospital. So now we in the hospital. I literally was in labor for 23 and a half hours with the Pitocin. I had to get a catheter because, of course, when they induce your labor, you got the IVs. You can't get up to go use the bathroom. So I'm laying in the bed. I'm laboring. I feel the pain, but it wasn't that bad to the point where I couldn't handle it. I'm on the phone. I'm doing all types of stuff. People don't even believe that I'm in labor. Whatever. So I felt like I had to use the bathroom. So I'm like, Mom. So she was like, what? I said, I gotta, well, I said SHIT. But of course, I'm not going to say that up there. But I was like, Mom, I got to make a bowel movement. So she was like, you ain't got to make no bowel movement. That's that baby's head. You better open up your legs, this and that and third. So I was like, Mom, they just checked me like 15 minutes ago. They told me that, I was only, I think if I'm not mistaken, I was like 6 centimeters dilated. I can't remember, but I knew that they told me it was going to take another couple of hours and they was going to come back and check up on me in a little while. All I know is that I wanted to use the bathroom. And I feel like that I had to make a bowel movement. So I'm telling her to help me get up so I can go make this bowel movement. And she's like, you're not going. She goes in the hallway. She's screaming, excuse me, can you come in here and check her? Can you come in here and check her? And I'm like, that's not even my nurse. That's not even my doctor. Like, stop asking people to come in here. Lo and behold, the lady was right. Even though we know Shalon is a little dramatic, she was right. Because when they came in there, she was like, let me just check you just to make sure. I opened up my legs, and she's like, he's crowning. You're crowning. So they break the bed down. Not even 6 pushes. Jelly Bean came right on out. Now, they don't put this little thing on my chest. He was 5 pounds, 10 ounces, right? They put him directly on my chest, and I'm crying, so of course I can't see him. But when my eyes like cleared up a little bit, and I looked, and I was like, to the lady, I was like, excuse me. So she said, yes. I'm like, is this my baby? So she's like, yeah. She was like, I know it's, such a beautiful moment. So I was like, no. I just want to know if this is like my baby. Like, she was like, man, we never left the room. I'm like, okay. So then my mother was like, well, why did you ask if that was your baby? Honey, Jelly Bean looked like a straight Chinese baby. Pale white, straight, bone straight black hair. Eyes, most babies' eyes aren't open. I mean, y'all got these new babies that's born, they come out the womb grown. But back 17 years ago, whatever, they actually looked like babies, if not little aliens, because their baby wasn't cute. Because my first one was cute. That second one, anyway, he was a little experiment. Anyway, His first week or so, I was questionable about that second one, but that first one, I know I'm a mixed mutt. I get it, but he looked straight Chinese. Like, I was not the whole his first 10 minutes on Earth. You cannot convince me that that was my baby. He's like, he didn't leave the room. Like, when they took him to go clean him up and do all the extra stuff and take his vitals and clean his lungs and everything, or whatever they do when they go back in the nursery. He came back. They brought me back the same baby. Hat kept slipping on his head, off his head. I mean, straight, bone straight, black, shiny hair. His hair looked like it came straight from the motherland. Now I don't know what happened with that. And don't talk about me because I know I got this puff, but that's because I let my hair air dry last night when I washed it, and because of the hairstyle that I gotta wear tomorrow when I go to the Spice Girl party. That's the only reason why my hair look like this. But he don't even have this. His hair is a straight Brillo pad right now. I mean, I could clean a pot with his head right now. So I don't know what happened between 2006 and 2023, but that ain't even the same kid. He don't even look like he was even Chinese at all. He still got a little chinky eyes. His eyes, I think, is probably a little bit more chinky than mine. But yeah, more of the story is, I don't know if that was my baby when he was first born. Like, I really questioned if that was my baby. Anyway, y'all like my shirt? Because I'm loving this Snoop Dogg with the LA hat, you know. Anyway, y'all know I'm good for a hat. I love my hats. I got a bunch of them. Love me a little snapback dad hat, fitted. I got it all. But yeah, so I just wanted to come in and tell y'all how, at one point, I didn't know if that was my son. And I tell you this now, if Gino didn't look like my grandmother when he was first born, I probably would have questioned him too. But you know, it is what it is. I love my children of the corn. Those are my boys. They went through a couple of stages. They don't even look like the same babies. If I show y'all baby pictures of them and how they looked when they turned like 5 and then 10 and then now, they look like totally different kids. They went through too many phases. But yeah, that was about it, y'all. Y'all stay safe out there.